Welcome to musicmovement.com. My name is Torio, and today I want to talk about how to stay relevant in this ever-changing music industry. So as you know, things are constantly changing in music now. They're definitely not the same how they were back in the 80s even the 90s. It's just different, way different than from what it was. And if you want to stay relevant, you got to do what is happening now. So basically, you got to look what is working now in music. So, for instance, as I talked about before, it's a singles-driven market. Back in the days, someone would release one single, let it ride a little bit, shoot a video, and then drop their album. And then maybe 6 months later, they drop the next single. Another 6 months later, they drop another single and keep that album going. Now it's different. People want to pick and choose what they want to hear because of streaming. And they might not want to hear this one whole album. They just like 2 or 3 songs off of it, so they don't buy the whole album. They buy the 2 songs or 3 songs. So you can just basically release singles. You can release one single, let it ride, shoot a video, see how it goes. Maybe release another single. Hopefully it sells. See what's popping for your style, what the fans want to hear from you. Maybe even release another single. Hopefully make some money, get streams, downloads, and then from all these singles, hopefully you'll start getting a decent buzz. And then you could drop a whole album if you want. But a lot of people are just doing singles. It's crazy. And it's not like how it was. But the point is, do what works now. Not all the methods from the 70s are going to work still. Some do, some don't. But marketing and promotion is completely different because of social media now and the internet. So whatever's working now, do it. Don't be stubborn trying to use old ways that never work. For example, it's like someone who owns a restaurant, and in the 1980s it was booming. It was popular. People would come all the time, line out the door, and then the owner kept it that way because it worked in the 80s. Then it got to be the 90s. He kept the same decor, same menu, and it probably started trickling off a little more because new things were out there. And other restaurant owners were doing different things and making more exciting dishes to sell to their customers. But then there's that one guy, he doesn't change the inside. It looks old. You could walk in there and be like, this needs to go back to the 80s. Doesn't change for the new dishes, keeps the same old chef, and he doesn't go with what's happening now. And that's how a lot of restaurant owners fail, especially a lot of these old guys do it. And they just like, I don't want to change. It worked in the 80s, but no. When things change, you have to adapt and change your methods to what's working now. So keep that in your mind, for sure. Even things like touring, and a lot of artists are constantly getting more into acting now. They always kind of did, more than ever now. Acting, clothing lines, they're branching out into many businesses that they can make money on. Multiple revenue streams. License things out and anything you could think of. So see what's working and adapt. Do your homework, read up on what's working, because marketing is huge. Promotion, huge. But just do it to what fits the times. You know it's all about streaming now. So push that. Get on these streaming playlists. Even shooting music videos is more common now for multiple songs that are out. Some artists shoot a video for every song they put out, and it wasn't like that 20 years ago. They do it just for the singles generally that they put out, maybe 3 for the album, and then that was it. So people are more connected now, obviously. They're constantly connected, and they constantly crave entertainment. So you got to get it out to them by means of social media, YouTube, get on these playlists, like I said before, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff is all what works now. So adapt to it, and you'll be much better off. That's how you got to stay relevant. Don't be the restaurant owner in the 80s who had a restaurant that was booming and you never change it, so you fail in the 2000s. Don't be that guy. I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Click the bell for notifications. Also, look down below in the description. There's a lot of great links there that can help you out. And there's one, if you haven't found a distributor yet for your music, there's a link you can use down below. It's exclusive for my fans, my subscribers, that you can get 20% off your first release with TuneCore. It's not so bad, not too bad. So you can click the link, check it out, and the price will be reduced 20% off your first release. So check that out. There's many other great links that will be useful to you, and I'll see you next video.